throughout all of the accusations against one of the most influential people throughout the hip-hop culture. Diddy has been indicted for RICO conspiracy regarding sex trafficking, kidnapping, and many other charges are awaiting for the hip-hop mogul. But one thing comes to mind when all these things are mentioned. What has Diddy actually done, and where's the proof? For the past few weeks, every single media source and influencer has made it their job to bash this guy for clicks. After all the accusations and videos going around, all I seem to get from the situation was that Diddy may be a homosexual male and loves to throw weird parties with big celebrities. Many people still wonder what was the difference of Diddy parties from the rest of Hollywood's, and why is he the only one going down for these things? This issue seems a bit personal, or maybe even bigger. In an interview with Earn Your Leisure, 50 Cent had something to say about this situation.
They did a deal that mirrored what Puffy's deal with Diageo was for Ciroc. So he didn't have ownership of that at any point, but he was getting a lot of money, like almost like $60 million a year at one point. So when you see him go to De Leon is when you see him have some issues. And they're not. It gets bad. You know, and these people have really strong relationships. Don't think that the civil case doesn't turn into a criminal case faster because he's making them uncomfortable. That's a big part of it.
With major liquor companies' executives having issues with Diddy, it can be a possibility that they're making it more difficult for Diddy throughout these current legal battles. Is business really that cutthroat? That even some of the richest people will want you to rot in prison, all so they can have all the financial benefits for themselves? If this is the actual case for why Diddy is going down, this makes a much more sinister case than what it intended to be. A few years back, Diddy's ex-girlfriend Cassie had a $30 million lawsuit against him, which took her 15 years to gather a lawsuit. There's plenty of situations as such. There's also a $100 million lawsuit on Diddy from another allegation of rape from a man that's currently in prison named Derek Lee. Derek claims he was drugged at a Diddy party, which took him many years to realize he was a victim of rape. There is another one named Thalia Graves who has an active civil lawsuit against the hip-hop legend Diddy. This seems to be a very frequent pattern of people coming out 10+ years after the situation took place, trying to sue to the billionaire Sean Combs. It only raises concerns from the actual hip-hop community. Are the people just after millions so they can financially benefit from the situation? Or has this actually took place? While everyone waits for the video footage of any of these wild accusations to take place, there has only been one video showing evidence that Diddy had a very violent relationship with Cassie. Not saying he doesn't deserve consequences for the domestic violence of Cassie.
Difficult to reflect on the darkest times in your life, but sometimes you gotta do that. I was fucked up. I mean, I hit rock bottom, but I make no excuses. My behavior on that video is inexcusable. I take full responsibility for my actions in that video.
On the other hand, there's not much proof of rape and sex trafficking for Diddy, which brings everyone back to wonder. Is this situation bigger than we think? Maybe, in fact, there are big CEOs waiting for the downfall of Diddy. A few years back on Halloween, Diddy would dress up as the Joker, which he received a bunch of legal troubles from one of the biggest companies in the world, Warner Brothers, after receiving multiple cease and desist letters. The following year, after being threatened of being sued for copyright, Diddy would dress as another DC comic character, but this time, Batman. He really trolled the big company Warner Bros. While also shoving their letters off, as of the first cease and desist order was nothing. The recent announcement of Diddy's indictment, which can almost amount to 25 to life imprisonment for the hip-hop mogul. People are literally comparing the things he did to Jeffrey Epstein. While being compared to Epstein, there seems to be no evidence on Diddy being anonymously being compensated for sex trafficking, at no means unlike Epstein. Epstein seemed to literally have minors perform sexual acts on him, and multiple of his mysterious clients who paid for the unlawful and sinister service. On the other hand, Sean Combs earned a living from his musical career and multiple other successful ventures, such as liquor companies like Ciroc, clothing businesses such as Sean John, and investments into film production companies such as Revolt. I'm no lawyer, but it seems as if Diddy's business competition may be in on his downfall. There's also was a past interview with Charlemagne the God, where Diddy states black people need to cease their political power. Was Diddy planning to create a political party for blacks? For more, please leave a like, comment, and subscribe. Tell us what you think is the real result of Diddy's indictment.